This video is a comparison of Drake's powder-coated 81A9002 gas tank, and our competitor's same year range tank. Both are for Ford 1938 40 car and 1938 41 pickup. We also have an original Ford tank to compare against. From shape to bracing, to fake or unpeened rivets, the results are even more interesting, and frankly disturbing, than we were expecting. Here's what you should know before you buy your next gas tank, and why the Drake tank is a better value for your money. We think you'll agree.
The Drake tank is an exact copy. The radiuses and the perimeter are true to the Ford original. This tank is a Ford original tank, and it has nice clean radiuses and squared end, as well as the chamfers on each side. And then on the bottom side, it's nicely contoured. The competitor's tank has very sharp corners and has a very CAD-driven look to it, almost simplified in form. The perimeter is not true to the Ford 81A9002 tank. In fact, it's closer to a 78-9002 or a 1937 Ford gas tank. The Drake tank uses the Drake multi-cinder flange. It is securely spot welded. Internally, the cinder flange is relieved at the screw holes. The competitor uses a similar style cinder plate, a knockoff of the Drake's multi-cinder flange. The spot welds are completed after finishing. On the inside, the mounting screws are not relieved. The Drake tank has embossed drain, and threaded plate is securely fastened, rivets peened and formed nicely. Internally, you can see that the drain has the rivets going all the way through, and then the plate and the rivets are brazed securely in place and sealed off for a trouble-free joint. The original tank has a nice embossed drain, and the rivet heads are peened, and the drain plate is securely riveted in place. The competitor's tank has a drain, and the embossment isn't quite the shape it should be. The rivets, you can see, are not peened. Internally, you can see there aren't rivets at all. On the competitor's tank, they are simply locating studs, and the drain plate is fastened using nothing but solder. On the Drake tank, the outlet flange matches the original. The rivets are peened and secured in place. The thread is the correct thread, as well as the compression seat on the inside. It all matches and will work with original lines. On the inside, you can see that the rivets are through and peened on both sides, and the assembly is soldered or brazed for a leak-free joint. On the competitor's outlet flange, it can be seen that it's missing the chamfer, and the seat is not true to shape. It does have these rivet heads and is soldered all the way around. Internally, there is no solder and there's no rivets at all. Those rivets, as seen on the outside of the tank, are simulated. They're just decorative. The Drake tank has end reinforcement exactly like the original tank. On the other side of the tank, the reinforcement wraps nicely around the radius and is welded as well as spot welded to the flange. The competitor's reinforcement is only attached on one side of the filler neck and is welded in 2 spots and is missing a portion on this side of the filler neck. On the opposite side, the reinforcement doesn't fully wrap around the radius surface. Drake's tank has a flange supporting the filler neck tube, exactly like the original. The competitor does not have the flange that supports the filler neck tube, and the tube is simply soldered in place. Looking at the thickness, the Drake tank is a heavier gauge sheet metal than the competition.
So there it is. From original aesthetics, to safety features that are common sense, to honest representation of construction. We hope we have convinced you the Drake tank is the one that will fit better, last longer, and be safer, a much better value for your money. Get your 81A9002 gas tank in powder coat, or our 81A9002 SS stainless steel model, or our new 81A9002 FI, fuel injection ready. Make your ride Drake tank strong, and cruise easy. Thanks for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments.